Charlie, next question. We talked about this in other videos before.
Yep.
How important is water, or is it overrated and it's just hype made around water? And how do you see this?
Completely the other way around. Water is the one supplement I'm strongly recommending to everybody. Almost everybody drinks way, way too little. For Aram, for drinking his water, I'm having my coffee down there.
I'm doing my
which
very
is not
best.
that healthy. But really, water is very... Most people don't know how much they actually need. And it's a huge, huge, huge amount of water.
Didn't you tell me a story recently where you said you tried this out, you rode for an hour, very, very low pace. So for my athletes, was a reg to you session? Reg. So super, super low, walk in the park.
Without, no, the idea, the fun thing is I was doing a session for 1 hour, no, half an hour. For half an hour without breaking a sweat, a real sweat. I was a tiny, some droplets. But so really very, very low intensity, something like 110 watts. It's really, really work, not even breathing hard. Just this basic endurance that I'm trying to build up for myself. But so did this for half an hour. I weighed myself before doing it, naked, and afterwards I got on the scale again and weighed myself. I lost 500 grams. And this is not fat, I would love to, but this is not fat that you're losing.
No.
It's water that you're losing. And without sweating even, because you're perspiring so much. By breathing.
Breathing makes you lose water.
Breathing makes you lose water. The other thing is when you're rowing on water, on the outside, especially this low intensity stuff, the sweat gets simply taken away by cooling yourself down. So, and it's really very, very important to have something to drink with you when you're doing any sort of sessions. So really the idea is when you go into a boat, have a bottle of water. The other thing is how much do you need? I made a video about drinking water in the other channel, in the Health for Grown-Ups.
I'm going to link it in the description. Super interesting.
Where I think I also gave the dosage, the right amount of water, how much you should take. It's incredibly much. It's about 1 gallon a day for a male and 3/4 of a gallon for a female.
Can you drink too much water?
Basically, there is this saying that you can, especially after a very long session, if you drink too much, some people have dropped dead. Yes, this can happen, but this happens after a triathlon. And if you then drink lots of water without anything, usually you cannot drink too much water because your body has a very simple method. You get rid of the water. So if we're talking too much water would be something upwards of 6 or 7 liters. Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's also, I remember we were at the Under 23 World Championships in Plovdiv in Bulgaria a couple of years ago. And it was quite hot, so we had 42 degrees Celsius at 10 a.m. in the morning. So there was a temperature where drinking water alone wouldn't get the job done to hydrate you. So we went for cloudy apple juice with mineral water. When do you recommend to do that versus water only?
This is always the cloudy apple juice. What is the idea behind the cloudy apple juice? The idea behind the cloudy apple juice is minerals that you lose when you perspire too much. It's especially magnesium, calcium, and kalium, potassium. I think it's called in English. And this is the reason why if you take the clouded apple juice, you supplement these a little bit. There are these electrolyte drinks, very careful, they're usually full of artificial sweeteners and all this stuff. The high performance athletes, they have electrolytes. I mean, high performance is Tour de France biker, not amateur biker. It's I don't know with the rowers, but I think the national teams, they have something like that. They measure the deficiencies of the things and then they mix the individual electrolyte drinks for them. this is something you can do. But also, they are working at levels. I mean, what did you tell me about Jakob? His aerobic threshold was 300 something watts.
No, Jakob used to do his measured 2 minimal training at 320 watts.
Yeah, 320 watts.
Lightweight under 23. Yeah.
Okay, so these are the people I'm talking about. I'm not talking about us who are doing like something below 200 watts, which is, no.
And isn't there something about hypertone and hypotone?
Yeah. If you drink something that is, so there is isotone. Isotone means it has the same concentration as your blood. Your blood is not like water. Your blood has salts and minerals in it. It has a special, usually you go by salt. It's around about like seawater, a little bit like seawater. So if you drink something that is below this concentration of salts, it gets absorbed in the body and it dilutes your body. If you drink something that is above this concentration, it even can take water out of your blood system. So if you're drinking too sweetened stuff, but this is so sweet, it is not tasteful. You know exactly what you need when you drink it. For example, for myself, I'm not a fan of drinking pure water. I usually love to add something, like squeeze a lemon inside of it, or bit of apple juice. I'm not drinking the apple juice purely, which is way too high content of fructose. I'm diluting it, but like 1/3 apple juice and 2/3 of water, or even 1/4 apple juice and 4 things of water, because I drink quite a lot now when I'm